Hello, I'm Marian Christie, and I'm delighted to be taking part in this online Bridges 2021 poetry reading. I'm going to begin with a little Fibonacci poem, in which the number of letters per line is determined by the Fibonacci sequence, and in which, in addition, the number of letters per word is a Fibonacci number. It's called Pathways. Oh, I am not going anywhere unaccompanied by life's patterns. A wall in a pine cone, branches on oak or elm trees, the petal count of a daisy, the helix at the heart of a chrysanthemum, the shell of a nautilus swimming in the ocean. A sequence hides in the shape of probabilities and in my own DNA. The next poem is dedicated to the number 11. It's a square poem. There are 11 syllables per line and 11 lines in total. And appropriately enough, the poem is called Elevenses. Squeezed awkwardly between the round completeness of 10 and factored convenience of 12, 11 is the odd one out. We don't have 11 fingers or toes. We never buy 11 rolls or eggs or long-stemmed roses for our lover. In binary notation, its digits become the three of us. On our terrace with coffee and scones, in the sunlight and birdsong of June, while the radio plays Test Match Special, and 11 extends its parallel arms towards the unbounded sky. The following poem is also dedicated to a number, in this case the number 739397. And when I first came across this, it was love at first sight. 739397 is the largest two-sided prime. And the poem I've written in its honor uses the truncation sequence of this prime in its structure. The primary hourglass. Observe how precisely the hourglass, upended, now regulates the particle's descent. Unvarying, its mechanism funnels the sand grain trickle, measuring minutes through gravity. The rhythms are contained, glassed, and illumined. Sun, shadows, and reflected sky interplay, lighten our otherness, our existence outside. A few years ago, I was in Malta on holiday, and I was struck there by Neolithic carvings that I saw in the Archaeological Museum in Valletta. They used a repeated motif of an Euler spiral, that is two spirals, connected spirals that curve in opposite directions. Another name for an Euler spiral is a clothoid, and this derives from Clotho, who was one of the fates of ancient Greek mythology, and whose task it was to spin the thread of human life. Clothoid. The fatal thread's relentless spinning binds your life and mine together, defines our ending and beginning. You watch the falcon's curving climb, eddies in the tidal pool, the mollusk's fall, the turning vine. You marked their shared geometry and carved into the sacred rock your vision of eternity. My skies have spiral galaxies. Waves shiver through my universe. My seas swirl into vortices. Two helixes that intertwine encode the conchoid of the snail, the curling tendrils of the vine. The spindle turns. Its winding thread extends across space-time's divide. Where's the beginning? Where the end? Thank you.